Come on, yoga dog.
Yeah.
Lady doesn't want to go for the ride, so she'll do yoga with us. Yeah, come here, come here. Yeah. Do you have your dog nearby, Tony?
No, he's upstairs.
Yeah, he does his thing when you do your thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But you, Lori, did you enjoy some sun this weekend?
But I mean, yesterday I worked, so it was there.
Yeah,
But then today we just kind of been around the house, did some errands,
yeah.
out at the back deck. So yeah,
Nice, yeah. And always nice to be able to come back to the AC, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Bonus of it staying home. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we'll get started in about a minute. So I want to invite you tonight, and you don't have to, if you would like to begin in fish pose, just as a heart opener. I don't know if you guys have bolsters. Did you guys purchase bolsters or?
Yeah.
Yeah. And a pillow or bolster, or you can use bricks. So great. It's nice, and that's perfect if you're nice and comfy. If you want it to be a little bit more active, you could use the blocks. So one block under the sternum and beneath the heart, and one under the head, or bolster is a nice soft alternative. So your choice. I'll just show you how the blocks would set up if you'd like to do that. And then it's also your choice whether or not you'd like to just open in traditional Shavasana corpse pose too. So just a suggestion for tonight. With your bolster, it would just go at the base of your spine and you'd lie back. If you're using the blocks, you would have one probably on this height. Some people like it the next height, but that will go sort of under the heart space, leaning back, and then setting up one for your head. And again, just an optional suggestion for an opening, for our opening meditation.
Too hot up there?
Yeah, make yourselves comfortable in whatever way works. And I think we'll get going now. I know Natalie's not coming, so there may be somebody who's joining, and that's great too. They can come in late if they want. So we'll put you on mute for now.
You're gonna be loud?
Okay, so we'll get going here. So just finding that place of comfort on your mat, really settling in here after the day's activities, all the varied things you guys have been up to. Sometimes on a Sunday, we've had a really busy day. This feels good. Sometimes we've had a bit more of a mellow day. It still feels good. So however you're arriving to your mat tonight, just be aware of, looking inwards at this time, tuning in, noticing the body, noticing what happens to be calling your attention right now, allowing the breath to be natural. Noticing areas in the body that feel particularly soft, supple, relaxed, ease-filled. Maybe you notice areas that are in a little bit of a need, have a need for a stretch tonight. Areas that are maybe holding some tension or tightness or gripping. Try to be aware of right now that area between your brow, your jaw, and your hands. And just release any clenching or gripping in those areas to start. Sometimes our bodies, we know how to relax, we just need to invite them from time to time to do so. So I invite you right now to just tune inwards and kind of scan through your body or comb through your body with your mind's eye, noticing what comes up. And as you do so, allow the breath to remain just natural, tune into that natural rhythm of the breath. And start to notice that when you've completed your body scan, tune into the sensations of the breath. rising and falling of the abdomen or the chest. Sensation of the breath as it enters the body and as it exits the body. Maybe even with your mind's eye tracing the path of the breath in through the nostrils down the airway into each lung, circulating, and then exiting the body out through the nose or the mouth. Just observing that process of breathing, or as we sometimes say, being breathed. You don't really have a choice. The body fills with air without us having to even ask. Nourishing the body, all of the cells with that fresh, pure oxygen. And then let's allow tension and toxins to release with the exhales. Let your exhales carry away physical, emotional stress or tension that you might be holding on to. You might not even identify that we're carrying this type of stress sometimes. We don't need to, we just, right now, just recognize that there might be some and just let it go. Take a few more breaths here, just allowing the breath to be natural. Noticing what that natural breath is for you this evening. Is the breath relaxed? Maybe the breaths are a little bit lengthened, or a little bit more even inhales and exhales. Maybe you notice something different. All good. Just bringing our awareness and our focus to our breath as we can at any time throughout our day, and as we'll try to do throughout our practice tonight. And so sometimes we need to remind ourselves to slow down and release tension. Sometimes it's a good idea also to remind ourselves to set an intention, just a little reminder to live our lives in alignment. What's really important to us. So if you'd like to connect with an intention now for your practice for the week ahead, life in general, feel free to do that now, taking a moment of self-reflective consciousness, connecting with something that resonates with you. It might be a specific quality you'd like to embody, or an emotion you'd like to cultivate more of. Whatever it is, we'll take one deep breath in here together and through the nose, allowing the torso to fill with air. And exhale either with a sigh out through the mouth or out through the nostrils, just release that air. And we'll prepare to move a little bit here. So let's start by drawing the knees into the chest. Placing a hand on each knee and then just moving the knees in circles as the lower back and the sacral area is kind of massaged on the mat beneath you. I always seem to be lying in a squeaky spot here, and the floorboards beneath me are creaking. Just reverse the direction of your rotations if you haven't already. And then we'll hold the right knee in, extend the left leg long, let it be heavy on the mat, and interlace the fingers around that right shin, drawing that shin and the knee and the thigh in close to the side body. And we'll start to move through some ankle rotations with that right ankle here, getting into all the joints as we slowly start our practice tonight. And reverse the direction. And while you're in this position, you can also really tune into your exhales, releasing any tension in that right hip flexor as you do so with your exhale. Just allow the ankle to be still here. Draw that knee in nice and snugly. And then release with your exhale. Let it go. Take the right hand to the right knee. Open that knee out to the side. Getting into the hips here a little bit. And again, just explore. I always encourage you to explore in these poses. You might find a little more sensation or something that your body needs, or a different way to hold the pose that your body is asking for. So you can find a little movement here as you open that right hip and inner thigh. We're going to take a little supine twist here. So draw that right knee back to center, left hand comes to the knee, and right arm can come out to cactus or lengthened from the shoulder, just drawing that right knee over to the left as far as you want to go, while you press that right shoulder blade down. So at the same time, just sort of opposing here as counterbalance, almost that the right knee comes down towards the floor, doesn't need to meet the floor, at the same time as that the right shoulder blade presses down into your mat. And if you like, your gaze can come over the right arm. After your next exhale, draw the right knee up to center. And we'll switch legs, so let that left leg come up and the right leg be long on the mat. Bending that left knee, interlacing the fingers around the shin, draw that thigh, knee, and shin in towards the side body. And then start some ankle rotations with that left ankle. And moving the ankle in the opposite direction. And then finding stillness, drawing that left knee in, final squeeze, and then just with your breath, release the knee. Take the left hand to the left knee and let's open that inner thigh, taking the knee out to the side. And again, find movement if you'd like, or just holding still. And then we'll take that left knee back to center, right hand meets the knee, and we'll draw it over to the right. Left arm extends long from the shoulder. Just find a place where you want to hang out for about 3 breaths. And engage your ujjayi breathing anytime that you'd like through practice. So that slight constriction at the back of the throat, making the breath audible on the exhale, with the lips closed. After your last exhale, your next exhale, draw that knee out to center. Then we'll draw both knees into the chest, a little hug, and rock side to side again. And then let's bring the head and the shoulders up, wrapping the arms around the shins, drawing the nose close to the knees. Engaging the abdominals slightly here, waking up the spine. From here, if you'd like, option to take the hands to the ankles or the bottoms of the feet. Bottoms of the feet press into the hands. Hands try to pull the feet back, really tractioning the spine here, lengthening, drawing the forehead towards the knees. Opening the shoulders a little bit too. One more breath here. And then exhale, release down to the mat. Soles of the feet can come wide on the mat, knees bent. Arms can come to cactus, a little passive opening through the shoulders, and then let's just sway those knees side to side. So exhaling as you lower the knees to the right. Inhaling the knees to center. And exhaling over to the left, just working through a few more of these with your own breath. Noticing how this feels in the hips, quads. Next time you come over to the right side, let's just allow the knees to rest over on this side, and then always an option to take that right ankle and hook it over the left thigh area. Might feel nice through that psoas muscle in the front of the hip, right down to that left knee. Take another nice deep breath here. And then on your exhale, we'll place the right foot down. Knees come up to center. Do the same on the opposite side. And then release the knees back up to center. Have a block nearby. I forgot to mention that as you came down to your backs. So have a block nearby, sort of just out from your hips. We're going to do a little bit of bridge work, and then we're going to take a nice restorative bridge or a supportive bridge. So bringing the heels up towards the hips, drawing them close, hands come long at the sides, reaching for the heels. We'll start really gently with some rolling bridges. So on an inhale, raise the arms, raise the hips. Arms can come right back, they can arc right back and touch the floor behind your head. And on your exhale, bringing them back, lowering the hips. Inhale, hips and arms rise. And exhale, bring everything back down to the mat. Let's try a couple more of those, working with your breath rhythm. And when you've completed your second rolling bridge, still we're going to come back and hold a static bridge pose now. So same position for arms and feet, pressing through all three corners of the feet. Inhale, lifting the hips. Arms can stay down this time. Just raise the hips up. I'm going to take 3 breaths here and then add in something more. So engaging the glutes, engaging the quads, drawing the knees towards each other. After your next exhale, let's inhale and lift that right foot off of the floor, bending into the knee. Extend that sole of the foot towards the sky. You can stay here or take 3 dips if you'd like with the hips. Exhaling to lower, or inhaling to lower, exhaling to rise. And then we'll place the right foot back beside the left. Try the other side. If you tried the right, bending and lifting that left knee, extending the leg, lengthen toward the sky. 3 dips here. Lowering down. Inhale, rise. And then set that left foot down, set the hips down, slowly releasing the spine to the mat. And then with that brick that's nearby, we're going to slide that underneath the hips, any height that you'd like. So there's 3 levels. I'd suggest the lowest or the medium. And we'll just lift the hips enough to get our brick underneath. You can also use a bolster for this if you like, to make it a little softer, or you could place a pillow on top of the brick at its lowest height. So a few different options. Just set yourself up here. We'll be here for about a minute. Taking a bit of a restorative pose. Slight inversion. Nice for so many reasons. Nice to have the organs sort of slide out of their habitual positions. The body a bit of relief that way. And close your eyes here, soften your gaze. Place the arms wherever you'd like. Just let the whole body be soft. About 3 more breaths here in supported bridge. And then when you're ready, slowly just ease the hips up, pressing into the feet to raise them up enough to slide that block out. And then we'll draw the knees into the chest for a moment. And then bringing the shins parallel to the mat, knees directly above the hips. We'll raise the upper body, interlace the fingers, place them behind the head. Shoulders nice and open here, elbows wide. And we'll just tap down, toes to the mat here. So on an exhale, right toes come down to tap. Inhale, draw them back up. Exhale, left. Inhale, draw them back up. Just working here with whatever breath pattern works for you. Really pressing that lower spine into the mat as you do this exercise. And just reminding yourself, I had to remind myself there to keep the elbows wide. The moment we really tune into pressing that lower spine into the mat is sometimes the moment when we really feel the benefit of this exercise. We really feel the engagement of the abs. Let's do 3 more each side. And when you finish, just allow the feet to come down to the mat. Knees are still bent, arms can relax, upper body can release. 2 breaths here, maybe hands to the belly, feeling the breath. And then we'll take that same leg position to start, shins up parallel to the mat, knees above the hips. And the same with the arms actually too, interlace the hands, fingers behind the head. And from here, just again, pressing the lower spine into the mat, lifting the upper body. Just take some bicycle movements with the legs. You can also introduce the twisting of the upper body if you like. I'm just going to tonight just hold my upper body still as I extend and lengthen the legs and then draw them back in alternately. But if you want to, you can twist, taking right elbow to left knee and then left elbow to right knee. Again, focus on that lower spine, pressing into the mat. Let's do 3 more each side. And when you're done, let's take that full recovery pose, placing the hands in the lower belly, releasing the feet to the mat, upper body rests on the mat. 2 nice deep breaths. From here, we will come to seated. So however you'd like to do that, maybe placing hands behind the knees and finding a little rock. There's that squeaky floor again. We'll meet in seated. And from here, let's inhale the arms up, reaching high. Palms together, exhale, heart center. Inhale, open to cactus. And exhale, release the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Open through the chest and the clavicles. Exhale here. 1 more inhale. And on your exhale, lean forward with a nice long spine. Coming to that place where you've extended, you've extended far enough because the sit bones are still connected to the mat, but they're almost at that point where they want to lift. And then from here, just release and round the spine, round the head, round the ear, let the chin dip. Inhale, let's rise up. With the hands still interlaced, let's lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then if you like to take the hands over to the right hip while they're interlaced, you might feel an intense stretch down the side of the neck, left side. If it's a bit much, then just release the clasp of the hands, extend that left hand out from the shoulder, fingertips can point up or down. Take whatever option feels right for you tonight. And then allow the hands just to come to the lower back. They can still remain interlaced if you like. Take the gaze to the right hip. So just dip the chin down. Kind of like you're looking into your right breast pocket. And then allow the head to move slowly in a semicircle forward. Left ear comes towards left shoulder. And then the hands can come to, if they're interlaced, they can come over to that left hip behind the body, or extend the right arm out from the shoulder, choosing the best option for you. And then hands can release as the head, the chin tips down towards that left hip, gazing into that left breast pocket area. You can release the hands if you like to the thighs. And then taking a few movements here, semicircles maybe, or maybe full rotations of the neck, your choice. This is very individual. We all have different places where we carry stress and hold tension. used to find when I wasn't doing this regularly that I just didn't have the mobility and I had a bit of tightness. Still, this is where I carry it, so I still really like this one. 2 more times in each direction, or another 2 rotations. And then allow the gaze to come down towards the feet, the ankles, opening up the back of the neck. And then we'll bring the gaze back up to neutral. Let's inhale both of the arms up. And then let's let that left hand come down, fingertips to the mat, leaning over to the left, so reaching long with the right arm. And then we'll kind of flow through this at the beginning. So inhale, back up, both arms rise. Exhale, right arm comes down, lean over to the right, left arm reaches. Inhale, both arms rise. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And this time as you exhale, lean over to the left and just hold. A nice lengthening here. Opening up the right side body, right from the hip. Feel it maybe right to the pinky finger. If you like, you can take that right elbow back a little bit. Just staying opening the chest to the sky. And then engage the tummy muscles as you draw slowly up to center. Left arm rises, and then let's lower that right arm down, leaning over to the right. And from here, option 2, take that left elbow back a little bit, shoulder opens, chest opens. And then abdominals engage as you slowly draw back to center, and we'll make our way to tabletop. And then connect here with some cat-cows. So on your exhale, lowering, or on your inhale, lowering the belly, taking the tailbone up, and the head rises. Exhaling to round the spine, pressing up into the mat, pressing down into the mat with the hands. Inhaling, finding your cow, exhaling into that angry cat position. A few more here. Allowing the movement to be totally individual, individualize it just for you. Whatever your cat-cow looks like. We're going for spinal movement here in a safe, slow manner. One more time, each direction. And then find neutral spine. From here, let's walk the hands out a little bit. So keep the hips above the knees. Walk the hands out, and we'll find a puppy pose here. If you're really open through the shoulders and you want a little more, you can walk the hands out a little further, bring the chest to the mat, finding that heart to earth pose or melting heart pose, I've heard it called. Maybe the chin comes to the mat. To come out, just walk the hands back, finding your tabletop again, and then simply take the knees a little wider, toes come to touch, and send the hips back, and we'll find a child's pose here. Maybe the forehead comes to the mat, or a block, or 2 stacked fists. From here, we'll walk both of the hands over to the right. If you like, you can either pull through those left fingertips, lengthening, feeling that lengthening sensation down the left side body, or you can take that left palm and place it on top of the right hand. And then slowly walking the hands over to the left side of the mat, maybe just off of the mat, drawing forward, really gripping with those right fingertips, pulling open through the shoulder, the armpit, side body, or taking right palm, placing it on top of the left. And then walking the hands back to center. From here, we're going to thread the needle in a child's pose. So let's start with the right arm. We'll take the right arm and just thread it underneath between the left wrist and the left shoulder, setting that right shoulder down. Right temple or cheek comes down to the mat. You can reach along with those left fingertips to the top of your mat if you like. Pressing the back of the right hand into the mat as well, that arm that's threaded. Just play around here and notice different sensations. Subtle movements or just engagement in a different way in a pose can sometimes really make the pose more effective or tune you into a different sensation. So feel free to explore. Last breath here. And then pressing through the left palm, coming back, arms both come out in front. One more child's pose here. And then we'll thread that left arm underneath the right. Setting the left shoulder down, left cheek or temple. Reaching along with the right fingertips. Maybe pressing the back of the left arm, back of the left hand into the mat. And then let's come back and meet in tabletop, pressing up through the right palm, hips forward. And from here, we'll find our down dog, our first down dog in our practice. So tucking the toes, lifting the hips skyward, tailbone reaches high. And then just check in with the hamstrings here, and the hips and the shoulders, the spine. Maybe it feels natural to pedal the feet. Maybe you want to just press both heels back, lean side to side. Relax the head here. A little reminder just to let gravity do what it does. No need to hold your head here. Really nice for the spine in this position. Nice long spine. Nice long hamstrings. And then press both heels back. Heels of the hands press into the mat too, fingers. Rise up high on all of the toes. Just giving a little attention to the toes here. Engaging the calf muscles. And then press both heels back. Let's raise the right leg here to three-legged dog with your inhale. And then bend into that right knee. Take the hips to stack and face the right side of your mat. Notice that opening through the front of the right hip. Still lengthening through that left hamstring. And then lengthen the right leg behind, three-legged dog, level the hips again. Look forward between your hands. Let's step the right leg forward. Set the foot down between the hands and then set the left knee down and tuck the toes. And we'll find a twist here. So ground down with your left hand and inhale, twist to the right as you raise the right arm towards the sky. Exhale, right hand comes down. And then we'll rise up here. As you're ready, you can take hands to the thigh first if you like. And then raise the arms as you're ready. And we'll sink down here, opening that left hip flexor. So really sink down here. And then we'll take the hands, interlace the fingers, place them behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as we open the heart, as well as lengthen that left hip flexor. A couple more breaths here. And then we'll bring the hands on an exhale down to frame that right foot. We'll tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, and we'll make our way to warrior one. So rising up, set that back foot down, about a 45-degree angle. Sorry, I said warrior one, but I was going into warrior two. So coming up to warrior one, facing the front of your mat. Nice and strong in your warrior one here, feeling the engagement of that right quadricep. Lengthening the back left leg, pressing through the blade edge of that back left foot, and then grounding both feet down here. On your next inhale, lower the arms. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the lower back. And inhale, open the chest. Exhale, come forward to humble warrior as that right shoulder comes to meet that right knee. And the hands can rest on the lower spine, interlaced, or they can rise above. Head dips down in your humble warrior. And then using the strength of your core, rise up. Raise the arms, inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down to frame that right foot. Right foot will step back to meet the left tall plank. You can either lower down to your belly from here, take it from your knees, lowering the knees, untucking the toes, and then slowly lowering chest and belly down to the mat. When you get there, we'll take an inhale as we rise to baby cobra. Take a breath here in baby cobra. Exhale, melt the heart down to the mat. Inhale, rise back to cobra of your choice. Maybe still with a bend in the elbows. And exhale, melt down. Let's take the feet wide, so maybe even just off of the mat. And then let's press up to cobra again. Like a baby cobra or long-armed cobra. Another breath here. And then exhale, lower the chest back to the mat. You can lengthen the legs just directly behind the hips. And from here, we'll come into locust pose. So you can take different variations for the arms, but we're going to be raising upper body and lower body at the same time with an inhale. So one option would be as you inhale, bring the arms up in cactus, or you can lengthen the arms behind you. You can even interlace the fingers behind you, opening the chest, or you can come into sort of a Superman version with the arms reaching forward. We're going to be here for 2 more breaths. Really engaging through the core, backs of the legs, hamstrings are working here, glutes are working, abs are working, core, the back body. Inhale deeply. And exhale slowly, melt everything back down to the mat. From here, we'll push back, either through tabletop or plank, and then meet in down dog. And then let's inhale the left leg up behind, three-legged dog. And then stack the hips so that your lower body is facing the left side of your mat. Bend into that left knee. Take the heel towards the glutes. And we'll come back to three-legged dog, so level the hips, taking the parallel to your mat. Looking forward between the hands, we'll step the left foot forward, set it down. As you set down your right knee, tuck the right toes. And we'll find that twist here, so grounding down right hand, inhale, left arm up, twist. Gaze can follow and looking at your left thumb. And exhale, left hand comes down to the mat again. And then we'll rise up here to crescent moon, so hands come to the thigh. And then find your crescent moon, arms reach up. We'll open the chest here, maybe open the arms to cactus this time as you sink forward, really feeling a nice opening in that right hip flexor. Shoulder blades squeeze together through the heart as well. And tip the chin up slightly if you like. And then with your next exhale, slowly we'll bring the hands down to frame that left foot. Now we're going to find our crescent lunge here. So picking up that right knee and then rising up. And then let's find our warrior A. So warrior one, setting that back foot down, about a 45-degree angle. Going nice and strong here. Left knee over left ankle. Engagement through the quads. Next inhale, lower the arms. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the body. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, left shoulder comes forward to the left knee. And find your humble warrior. Arms can rest on the back or rise up as the head sinks towards the mat. And then engaging through the core as you rise up. Warrior one. Exhale, hands come down to frame that left foot. Step back, left foot meets right, and then take a flow here. So you can come to your knees if you like, or take it from tall plank as you exhale, lower down. And then as you inhale, find a back bend of your choice. It's cobra, it's up dog. Exhale, come back down to the mat, upper body, and then tuck the toes, gliding up to down dog. Taking a breath here. And then look forward between the hands. We'll take some small steps, walking the feet forward. And we'll find ragdoll here. So feet are about hip distance apart. You can have quite a bend in the knees if you like. See how the hamstrings are feeling. Maybe you take opposite elbows and opposite hands, or explore anyway in your ragdoll forward fold. With any type of movement you'd like. Maybe a little sway side to side. And then release the fingertips down to the mat. Rise to a halfway lift as you inhale. Knees can still be bent. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise halfway. And exhale, fold once more. Inhale, rise to stand. Arms come above. And then let's exhale the hands to heart center. Do a little balance before we come down to our mats and our spines again in a moment. So let's find a tree pose, whatever that looks like for you today. So you can start, maybe we'll start grounding down through the right foot. Really just setting all three corners of the foot down onto the mat, really finding your foot rooted down there. And then you can come up high on the toes of your left foot. And then you might stay here with your heel resting against your calf. You might bring the sole of the foot to the calf, or you might try to bring the sole of the foot up to the inner right thigh. What works for you today. And then don't be afraid to wobble and just try again. One more breath. And then we'll release, bringing the knee forward for a moment. And then setting it back down, just pedal out. Step it out here a little bit, and we'll ground down through the left foot whenever you're ready and come into your version of tree for today on this side. You can keep your hands at your heart, maybe thumbs connect with the sternum, or maybe you raise the arms above. One more breath. And release the foot as you draw the knee forward. Hold for breath here. And set the right foot down. From here, let's just lower right down onto our seat. And bring the soles of the feet together and find cobbler's pose here. We'll make it an active cobbler's pose to start, and then we'll make it a bit more passive, and then we'll come right down onto our spines. So soles of the feet together, and the heels can come in as far as you want them to. Take your hands to the ankles or to the feet, and then maybe the elbows press the inner thighs open a little bit, leaning forward with a nice long spine. Take a couple breaths here. You can find movement if you like, just explore so it feels good. And then to make this a little more passive, you can either keep your feet where they are or walk them out just a little bit, making more of a diamond shape. And then just lean forward again, lengthen the spine to start. And then just round through the spine, let the head fall and dip down. You can always get a block maybe for the forehead. Maybe the forehead comes down quite close to the feet or the floor. Find a place where you can hang out for the next 5 or 6 breaths. Opening through the hips, the inner thighs, back of the neck. Last breath here. And we'll walk the hands back up just slowly, unwinding the spine. And then we'll come to lie down on our mat. So engaging the abdominals as you do so. Lying back down here. Slowly. And then from here, let's cross left ankle over left knee. And the left hand can gently press the knee towards the front of your mat. Staying here or drawing that right knee forward, interlacing the fingers around the shin or behind the thigh and drawing right knee forward as you maybe press that left elbow into the left knee and press it away from you. 3 nice deep cleansing breaths here. Feel free to sigh out, release tension with your exhale. Another really common place to hold tension in the hips. After your next complete breath, let's switch legs. So setting the right foot down, left foot down, crossing right ankle over left knee this time. Right hand can press that right knee towards the front of the mat, away from you. And then option to come into reclined pigeon on this side by lifting, drawing that left knee towards you, pressing the right knee away. Another full breath here. Inhale, release with the exhale. Setting both feet down on the mat and just taking this opportunity to come into whatever last pose you'd like before Shavasana. Or if you want to get right into Shavasana, set yourself up for that now too. That's an option. So I'm going to take Happy Baby just because I love that one. And there are lots of other options. You could just have legs up. You could do another twist. You could come into another bridge. You could try shoulder stand. You could go back into cobbler's pose or recline posture. Soles of the feet together. Here, if you're in Happy Baby, you can find a little rock side to side if you like. And then whenever you're finished with that pose, make your way into your glorious Shavasana. And just set up with props. Allow the legs to be long if you like. Allow the arms to rest just out from the sides. Palms can be up if you like. Continue to connect inwards here for the last few moments of our class. And as a reminder to ourselves that even throughout the day we can do this. We don't have to be lying in Shavasana to tune inwards to our breath, to the sensations of our body, maybe the beating of the heart. You might even feel a bit of a buzzing or tingling sensation in the palms of the hands or feet or other areas of the body. Just allowing our bodies to integrate all of the practice tonight's calm class, all of the movements that you've done, all the work that your body has done, all the stretching and muscle engagement. And allowing any control or holding of muscular tension now, just allowing all of that to go. Releasing. Softening into the mat, allowing yourself to be held by the earth. Just allowing yourself to be here. Allow yourself a few extra minutes in Shavasana to have the time and space tonight. Otherwise, you can start to allow your attention to rest on the energy around you, space around you. Maybe beginning to deepen and lengthen the breath. Perhaps finding a little movement, fingers and toes. In the neck, maybe the head could roll softly side to side. You might find an all-over body stretch. Arms above, finding the toes reaching in opposite directions. And you can just stay where you are if you like. I love it. Just stay where you are. Maybe drawing attention to an intention that you might have set in practice. So grateful to have shared this hour with you tonight. Always a pleasure to see your faces and share the time together and your positive energy. Thanks for being here. Stay where you are if you can. I hope that going forward you find peace on all your pathways this week. I hope you found a little bit more spaciousness in the mind, a little softness in the body tonight. Namaste. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Cindy. That was great.
Hope you feel good, and I hope you have a good start to the week. Good, all that.
You too.
Take care.
Thanks, Cindy. Night, Tony.
Bye.